Even the street front parking of Peter van Wyck's house makes a statement. He understands the investment value of top finishes, but he is a property developer with soul. His beloved Weimaraner was a rescue pup, despite an opportunity to land a thoroughbred. This sort of faith and care pays dividends.
I can definitely see why it's called Clouds Hill.
Today's one of those perfect days. The house is almost nestled above the fog. So if you're in the main bedroom, you've got the doors open, you literally look over the fog and the entire sea point disappears. It's quite amazing.
That's so romantic. The house above the clouds.
It's romantic. It's a lovely house.
The entrance is so bold and dramatic, and yet still draws you in with this great sense of warmth.
The entrance initially I thought was quite cold, so I had this timber cladding done, which was salvaged from a 1940s Taiwanese fishing trawler, and the original house was built in 1940s, so the tie-in of the 1940 on the old house and the sort of aged wood at the front door I thought was quite a nice vibe.
When it came to planning the renovation, the fact that he'd lived here previously was a bonus.
Oh, this is very inviting.
Oh, thank you. I've lived in the house 3 times, and it's almost as though it won't let me go. I moved in 1996 with some friends, and then subsequently bought it, and then moved out, demolished the house, and built the new house. This house has also never been sold on the open market, dating back to 1940. It's always been sold from a friend to a friend, all the way through to me buying it. So there's a lot of nice energy in the house, and I think it's because of the way that it's always been treated.
That's a great story.
Once builders, architects and decorators have left site and the owner has moved in, Louise Alexandra enters the picture to add what she calls the finishing, personalising the decor for a home and an owner that look like they belong together.
We got special permission to redesign the South African flag for Pete, and we've actually framed a colonial version for him over there. And what it just says is, hey, for the rest of the world, fall in love with Cape Dutch colonial. Don't always ask for the Hamptons or the American dream or that done Union Jack. Let's go local.
It's got to be one of my favourite items in the house. I absolutely love it.
Well, my eye's fallen on this piano, which is absolutely gorgeous. What a piece.
The piano's got a bit of a story to it.
Yeah.
I was on my way back from Spain in 2005, and I stopped in London to visit a friend, and he took me to this auction. He was buying a piano. So you arrive in this huge auction hall. There must have been 1,000 pianos on the floor, and my eye fell on this particular piano, and I had to have it. So I bid on the piano, bought it, and then realized, oh dear, I'm in London, now what? So it's been shipped and stored and shipped and stored, and eventually found its way into my home. When I designed the house, it was always meant to have a baby grand or a grand piano in it, so I was very excited when I finally got it here.
Now, it would be such a terrible shame to have such a beautiful instrument and not play it for such lovely ladies.
Do I have to?
Yes. Oh. You absolutely have to. We'll even drape ourselves over this beautiful piece.
At least I have something pretty to look at. That's all you're getting.
It's beautiful.
My mother will be so proud.
Playing from the age of 8, the piano shows his romantic side, but Peter is a farmer at heart. He has a passion for the bush and spends his weekends in the Karoo.
While Peter's in the kitchen, I've got to share a little secret with you. He's actually a walking dichotomy. One half of him is New York skyscraper, and the other half is game farm in the Karoo, family man, sort of almost Boerewors and Braaiface kind of guy. Just don't tell anybody.
Inside the sophisticated living space, oversized furniture, black iron wood, and a coat rack for his riding gear all reflect his outdoors bachelor existence, riding horses on the farm. The dining room in natural wood has its edges softened with fresh flowers. The rough and the smooth all in one. Very much his own man, Peter's love of friends, family and entertaining is clear on the patio.
Oh, wow. That's a pool I want to swim in.
Yeah, it's quite a special pool, Jeannie. When I bought the house, the back area of the house was decorated as sort of a 1970s Miami palace. It was hideous. And it had a big kidney-shaped pool in the middle. The garden's always been elevated, so I sort of had that to work with, and I didn't want the pool to feel completely cut off from the house. The pool was designed with a flow that runs right the way through the living room to the other side, and when I started building it up, I decided to put in the glass window, which is fun, and there's a water cascade that comes over the edge. Just creates a nice atmosphere, the sound of water, and yeah, it's great. Had some good parties in the pool.
Speaking of flow, I have to be honest about something. In building, the rules, trust me, are meant to be followed, and Peter followed 3 of what I would say are the most cardinal rules. Number 1, location, speaks for itself. Number 2, volume, keep your ceilings high and your rooms as large as possible. And number 3 is actual flow. Think about it, the fact that your house spills through on one level, that in itself is luxury. It means your guests and yourself are never cut off, you're utilising all your living spaces, and then you reserve upstairs for a bit of privacy. So, seriously, Peter, well done.
Thank you.
An upstairs landing is an opportunity for an art gallery, showcasing a homeowner's loves, life, travels, and what makes them and their family feel good. The largest style item in the bedroom is, of course, your bed, but comfortable chairs and a couch are also a plus.
You've got to be joking. Well, the cat's definitely out of the bag.
They look so comfortable.
Do you understand now why I have to have an extra-sized bedroom? Because it's not just me, it's me and the kids that sleep in here.
Sweet.
Jeannie, I gave Pete an extra-sized bed as well. We obviously know that he understands and appreciates scale. We've triple layered the bed with different textures to make sure that he wants to jump in when he gets home at night. But I did lay down some ground rules. No dogs in the bed.
They even spent weeks testing how full Peter likes his pillows, so he sleeps well and gets to work on top of the world. Comfort is the ultimate luxury.
At the end of the day, I think after a hard day on the building site, what Pete loves to do is come home, chill out with the kids, go into the bathroom, sanctuary, and with a view of Frene in front of him.
Oh, and that is a very impressive bathroom. Okay, shut the front door. Come and have a look at this. The pièce de résistance of the home. Now this is something else, Pete. Let's discuss this wardrobe.
You know, Jeannie, that's why I'm a bachelor. I'm not ready to give this up yet and share it with anyone.
Not even for me.
No.
I wouldn't share it with you either. If you don't mind, I need some time with the wardrobe.
The structure of a well-planned house becomes the common thread that binds its look, allowing each room to be furnished differently. A good tip from Louise is to position furniture so it invites people into the various spaces, rather than blocking them with unnecessary items.
Sitting on the deck here in the afternoon, Jeannie, you can see why I keep on coming back to this house. It's got a very, very strong pull for me.
Well, now that the clouds have lifted, forget Clouds Hill. With a view like this, it looks like Heaven's Hill.
It is really special, isn't it?
Perfectly designed to remain private or to invite the world inside.
Top Valley.